Okay. So what is your revenue that you need to make to pay yourself, to pay your other expenses each month?
So I'm pretty much making like around like 3,000 a client, like when everything's said and done. Like it cost me like variable, like when everything's said and done, it's like $1,500 a cost, like with the CSD included, with
Yeah.
back office, everything, with everything else,
Right.
it's like
Uh-huh.
$1,500. So I'm pretty much making like 3,000 a client. I haven't done these numbers in a while. Pretty much, at least like three. I think like at the bare minimum three. Really, no. It's four. At the absolute bare minimum for me to like pay all like the expenses, my share of the business, and to live, it's four clients a month bare minimum. But what I'm trying to get to is a consistent 10 clients a month, ideally 15 a month. Really, I'm just trying to fight to get as many clients as I can.
I know that's the scarcity, so that's where we're going to stop. You got to stop that.
Yeah.
And it is a recipe actually for disaster. So one of the most important things that, if I can impart anything to you here, is stop trying to get as many clients as you can and try to get as few clients as you possibly can. Shift,
Right.
shift it completely around and say to yourself, given where I am now with the resources that I have, I'm in startup mode and I don't have very high expenses personally right now. I don't have a family yet. What is the minimum number of clients that I can take in a month so that I can breathe and slow down and recognize I have 40 years to do this? 40 years. Maybe you're only going to do it for 20 and then you're going to sell your practice. But there's not a rush. And if you rush and you burn out, you're not going to be able to build a business that you can really count on. You're going to burn out before you get there. And so I
Right.
want you to flip all this around and say, what is the fewest number of clients that I can serve in a month? Because I'm going to have what I need. Now, here's what's
Yeah.
really cool. Here's what's really cool about serving clients in this practice area
Yeah.
is that one extra client, pretty good chunk of change. Two extra clients, wow, that's an extra $5,000 in your pocket, right? At the end, after all the expenses. And so your four is minimum. Okay.
Yeah.
So at some point when you have, taken time to breathe, maybe on your next coaching call, I want you to build out your cash flow forecast and make sure that you really see this on your cash flow forecast. I want to see what happens if you budget all your expenses on your cash flow forecast. I mean, you've done the rough numbers in your head here, but I would say that your goal right now, given everything that you have, is probably 6 with 8 as your stretch. 4 is your
Yep.
minimum, 6 is your goal, 8 is your stretch. And I want you to start, instead of asking, what can I do to get as many clients as possible? I want you to start asking yourself, what are the highest leverage activities I can do to just hit these minimum goals?